This episode contains sensitive topics. Discretion is advised.
Welcome in, everybody. Take a seat, get your drinks and orders ready, as I am your host, Puce, with co-host Suna.
Hello.
And today we have a lovely guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. My name is KalamityKira. I am your resident Yuan-ti 𝘈𝘈𝘶𝘯𝘵𝘪𝘦. I love D&D, horror, and ASMR, but most importantly, I love storytelling, writing stories, and I'm honored that you would want me to be a part of this story.
Of course.
Oh man, she holds us in high regard. Oh no, I feel bad now.
Hey, somebody's got to hold us in high regard.
Not me.
So, Kira, today we've got you on to chit-chat about ASMR. So how did you get into ASMR?
So, I actually kind of stumbled into it by accident. I have tinnitus, and for anyone who doesn't know what that is, it's a constant and perpetual ringing inside your ears. It's behind the eardrum. It's not the greatest thing to deal with, and depending on the severity of someone's tinnitus, it can be quite painful. So I've got this like hum that's always in my ears, and so it's always made it very difficult to go to sleep in the dark and the quiet, which is actually what I like. Actually, the darker, the quieter, and that's my preference. But the darker and the quieter, the louder the ring, because it becomes more apparent. So it's kind of tough. But this one night I was scrolling on TikTok because what I used to do to fall asleep, I would exhaust myself until I eventually passed out. But I was on TikTok and I came across this person, and they were, leaning into the left and right ear, and they were turning lights on and off, getting you to follow their finger, etc., etc., etc. And when I looked at the tags, it said ASMR, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck this is. But within 30 seconds of that 45-second video, I was asleep, and I slept for 9 hours, and it was the first time in a long time that I had actually felt like rested. And so I started looking into it more, and I listen to it pretty much every night now. And there's different forms of ASMR. There's different ways ASMR helps other people. People listen to ASMR for different reasons. Yeah, and that's kind of how I started. Was just I accidentally stumbled across a TikTok video and then fell asleep.
That's crazy.
That makes sense, though. TikTok seems to be the start of everybody's everything at this point.
Not us.
One day.
Again, we're too old for TikTok.
I mean, you are. I still scroll through TikTok all the time.
You're older than me.
I'm young at heart.
Oh, okay, we gonna use young. We ain't gonna use the word I want to use.
You gonna say stupid at heart or something?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Fair enough. So, Kira.
Yes.
I'm assuming that you've stepped into the ASMR field yourself. Then that means.
Yeah, I didn't at first. I was just a listener for the longest time, and then I started streaming, and people kept telling me that I had a very ASMR voice, and they kept asking me if I do ASMR, and the answer for the longest time was no. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm not educated as like a ASMR artist to start it, but I do listen to it, and people kept telling me, "Oh, Kira, you should try it. You should do it. You should start it." And after about, I think, almost a year of people telling me I should start it, I did start it, and I got a lot of really positive feedback, and I've been doing it ever since.
So, do you have a specialty? Do you do the nice little soft voice in the ears? Do you do the whole comb thing where you play with combs and different objects?
So
what do you do?
For ASMR, there's different styles. There's all kinds of different ways you can create ASMR, especially for comfort, which is what my focus is. I like helping people fall asleep or be distracted or immerse them into a POV situation where they feel like they're a part of the story that I'm telling, however long, 10 minutes long, 20 minutes long, etc. For me, it's more of ASMRs that I do for posting on YouTube are kind of like acting, where I'm speaking softly into my mic, and sometimes I do it binarily. Sometimes I do it mono. But I speak softly into the mic, and it's kind of difficult as a VTuber though. I use visuals as well as my voice to kind of create an atmosphere where I want the listener to believe that the person I am talking to and engaging with is them. And so the ASMR that I do could be categorized as, how do I explain? Immersive. So there's triggers.
Okay.
There's like soft triggers where you click into the mic or you make like little sounds. You have tools. Like every ASMR artist has like basically a basket or a bin of tools. So like to my right, I've got like little glass bottles with water in them. I've got little clicky sound toys. I've got a pillow. I've got slime, cork that I can tap, like all kinds of stuff. And every single ASMR artist I know has a bin or a basket of these items. That is one way of doing it, and I do use my trigger tools sometimes, but I'm mostly a typical snakes, how they hypnotize. Like if you think about the snake from the Jungle Book.
Oh yeah, the whole like hissing and the slow movement back and forth type of stuff.
Yeah, look into my eyes and think of nothing else. And what else is on your brain? You should only be listening to me. Like that's my kind of ASMR. Focus up over
So
here.
much more vocal focused.
Much more vocal
I have
focus.
a series of questions now.
Okay.
What's the slime's name?
Slime.
You said you have slime. What's the slime's name?
Slime doesn't have a name. It's just slime.
No, like there's Rimuru. I can't think of
You're
any
such a
other
weeb.
subsequential slime besides the slime from Dragon Quest.
I never played Dragon Quest.
Oh, I feel old now.
Sorry.
You're also just a nerd and a geek and a weeb.
I don't think weebs have anything to do with Dragon Quest, but all right.
Isn't there a that time I got reincarnated as a slime?
Yeah, but that show's
I know that
boring.
name, but that's
Also, people are gonna fucking crucify me for saying slime is boring, and it is. Once you know what happens later, it's just boring now.
I think Suna was assuming you have a pet slime or something. I don't know what he was thinking.
No, it was a literal joke.
Oh, sorry.
Do you have one of those fancy headphone microphones?
That's what I was gonna ask. The ear headphone,
Oh,
the ear
man.
mic thing.
I wish. It's my next goal, actually. I want to purchase one by the end of this year. They're very expensive.
Fucking expensive.
Yeah.
So then,
Aren't they,
how
aren't
do
they
you
like
do
$5,000 or something?
a cheap
crazy
one?
like
Is
that?
$5,000.
They can
Oh,
be,
God.
but the one that I was looking at was $1,600.
Oh, that's not bad at all. I didn't know they get that low.
Oh,
I mean,
they
it's
go
been a while
lower,
since they started
actually.
making those things.
They can get as low as like 600 something.
I'm thinking of school because we had one at school.
I was gonna say you're Mr. Audio Professional. You probably had a very nice one to play with.
Oh, I mean, I went to a college, so you know. I had more questions. So, how do you do binaural if you don't have one of the weird head mics?
I have 2 mics. I have a dual mic setup.
How the fuck does that work? I could never get my stuff to work.
So I have an audio interface, and it has 2 in.
Okay.
So on one I've got the XLR that connects to my main mic, which is also my left side mic. That's the mic that I'm talking into right now. And then I have an XLR that plugs into my right side, and my right mic is actually on another arm that's tucked over to the right of me with my ASMR basket. So when it comes time to do my ASMR streams, I pull both mic arms up. I set the channels to separate to the left and right ear. And Bob's your uncle, as they say.
You set them all the way to the left and right, or just like slightly?
Nope, all the way.
Hell yeah. Other question. So how do you make it horny? Horny. There we go. Yeah, that's what we're here to talk about. Sorta. I don't know. I've been awake for 10 minutes, 18 minutes.
So it's kind of easy to make ASMR horny. For me, because I'm so immersive, I would just need to create a storyline in which I'm being a little sussy or sexual or horny with my viewer or my listener and start painting the picture. And then, of course, pitch, pace, and tone are all very important. As I'm talking now, this is just how I talk. This is my voice. This is how I speak. And if I'm trying to help someone fall asleep or feel comfortable, I would probably talk here, but at a lower volume, probably a softer cadence and a slower pace. But if I really, really want someone to think a little differently, I just have to speak a little differently.
Oh, that's broken. Fuck.
I thought you meant her voice as in like it's too OP.
No, like my fan literally just was like, no, I give up. And well, it's gonna be a hot ass summer for me.
Time for a new fan.
I'm too tired to be upset.
So you said you make YouTube videos. It sounds like you also do a little bit of Twitch, correct?
Yes, both.
Do you do commissions as well or no?
I haven't opened up commissions yet. I thought about it. Where I currently, so I have a very busy life. I work basically 2 full-time jobs between content creation and the thing that pays my grocery bill. It can be very difficult to schedule things in as it currently is without wearing myself out. I'm doing okay right now, but if I add much more to my plate, I will probably suffer. But I also am a very organized person, and I also have a great team, my stream team, who helps me, especially my manager. So if I really wanted to open up commissions, he would say, okay, this is where we're going to put it in. This is where we're going to move it around, but we're going to make sure you still have a break on this day. So I haven't quite opened up commissions, specific commissions for people just yet, because I'm just nervous about being able to give that return back in an efficient amount of time.
Which, by the way, thank you for fitting us into your schedule.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Most of the time I can make it happen. And by me, I mean my manager. He makes it happen. And it can be really tough if there's like a lot of restrictions. But I'm glad that we were able to make this work.
Totally.
Me too.
All right, so now you had a question?
I sure did. I don't know where it went, but I had one.
Well, I'll keep talking then as you
Because
try to
that tell you how
catch
fucking tired I am.
Well, yeah, you sound like me, forgetting everything. So you've got your clicky toys, your ASMR stuff. You've got your lovely, lovely voice. Is there anything else that people need when they're trying to get into ASMR?
I don't know. It mostly just depends on like what kind of ASMR you want to do. Like when I first started doing ASMR, all I did was talk. I didn't have a dual mic set up. I didn't have anything fancy. I didn't even have a good mic. I just turned down the volume of my voice and threw on some lo-fi, a little bit of rain in the background, and started talking. I didn't even
That's fair.
I didn't even do anything fancy with like visuals on my stream. I just spoke.
I was really hoping you were gonna say, yeah, the screen was just black.
No. Oh my goodness, no. Yeah, they gotta see something, especially on Twitch. That would be
Nah.
That would be so sus. Are you kidding? If you just like came across a a black screen in the recommended, people would be so weirded out.
Right, but that'd be people to
disagree.
click.
Yeah, I feel like people would click more.
All right, so what you're telling me is for my next ASMR stream on Twitch, I should just have a black screen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Lord.
that'll do wonders.
Yeah, that'll be great.
It'll be a whole ASMR stream focused on you sitting in the dark with your audience members, quietly talking to them.
Honestly, that's not a terrible idea. I just don't know if I do a black screen. I had thought about doing like getting an art commissioned and then kind of animating it. So like, you know, like starting soon screens, how they have like a little bit of movement, but it's on like a rotation.
Right.
Yeah.
I thought about
those live 2Ds are hard.
my live TDs, she thick. But I thought about just getting a piece of art commissioned and then just having it on like a little like animation and just focusing on auditory stuff in those streams. Maybe once I get my 3DO. Right now I have to do a lot of leaning. A lot of leaning with the dual mic setup.
I still feel as though you could get away with a black screen on Twitch and it would be fine.
Maybe for a one-off type thing.
I was saying,
Yeah,
I'm curious to see how that would go, but I'm nervous to actually do it because I would be scared of people being like, thinking that something weird is going on. You know what I mean? And then,
See, but that's why they would click. That's how you get the views.
Oh Lord, I get the views
Then
anyway.
You could get more of them. You could hit the front page.
I honestly,
I don't know. I don't know how Twitch works.
I don't know how Twitch front page works.
I'm just watching
does.
AGDQ, and that's kind of it.
You gotta know somebody.
SGDQ. Oh no, because normally the ASMR category is just horny bullshit, and I'm like, well, that's cool, but you're over there like deep throating the mic, and ma'am and or sir, I need you to stop. So I feel like it'd be a good change of pace.
Not all ASMR is for me. That's for sure. I'm not the biggest fan of ear licking. There is, which is basically what you're talking about with the deep throating. Pretty similar to it. But like there are definitely some instances where like the tongue sound near the ear isn't the worst thing for me, but like straight up just like let 'em like onto the mic is not my jive, but it works for a lot of people. There's something about the sound of like the wet near the ear that kind of like just does a little tingle for people. But I'd probably not do a lot of ear licking in my future.
I appreciate that so much. Thank you.
How about all the other mouth noises, like the popping and the like?
Yeah, I do popping.
Okay. See, that's the voice, just clear vocals I'm okay with. It's when it gets to the popping and like like you said, the like licking of the mic and stuff gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah.
No, I feel that. It's when I can hear all the moisture in your mouth. I'm just like, I hear some sand. Please stop.
So aside from licking the mic, do you have any other ASMR you personally don't like? Not judging those who do like.
Oh yeah,
stuff,
no
but
judgment at all. Whatever works. Different strokes for different folks. As long as someone is feeling like they're enjoying themselves, that's what matters. And that is to say that it's not that I don't not listen to ear licking. I have a lot of ASMR friends who do that a lot, and I honestly just like hanging out with them, so I'll go. It doesn't bother me to an extent where I feel like I cannot be there. It's just not my preference. There's very little ASMR that quote unquote bothers me. I can't even specifically think of one. The only thing I don't like normally do is heavily sexualized ASMR on Switch. And that's not because I can't do it or don't want to do it. It's because in my personality is a very submissive style personality, and a lot of my community is very aware of that. So when people hear this voice doing sexual ASMR, or even like a little bit like even a little bit sexual, just like heated up, if you will, not even full sexual. When someone that doesn't know me hears this voice doing sexual style ASMR, the immediate response is typically mommy, 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 and I don't like that. I don't like it at all. I don't like it when people refer to me as mommy. So I try to avoid it because as soon as I do it, that's pretty much the reaction.
That's a good point. I don't think I've ever like thought of like that whole genre of mommying people and then been like, oh, what's the exact opposite? And I don't think there's many people who do the submissive side of it all.
It's not that
we had very different thoughts. Okay, my bad.
It's not that I like present a submissive side. That's just my personality. Like I'm not
right.
I'm not a dominant in really any way. I'm a submissive, but as soon as people hear that I'm a submissive, they take it to mean that I'm their submissive, which is embarrassing for them because boy am I not. But I don't like the attitude towards people who have a voice like mine and do not want to be mommied. It's, oh, mommy, sorry. And I'm like, actually, no, please don't call me mommy. I actually go by Auntie, which is actually a part of my introduction. I'm an auntie. And then when members of my chat inevitably explain that I'm an auntie, submissive kind of style or whatever, the switch goes from being mommy sorry to, oh, get on your knees for me. And I'm like, bro, huh? Like,
that's such a dynamic change.
It's like a flip. It's like the idea that someone who is inherently submissive has a voice like this, who even for a moment made them feel a little bit dominated. It's like, a submissive can't dominate me. Get on your knees. And I'm like, eat dog shit. I don't know. No.
Right. Just because you are submissive doesn't mean you have to be.
Exactly. Like there was a stream once where I was doing an ASMR in my very early days. I had a completely different model too. I was doing a stream once with ASMR and I was just talking. And someone came into my chat and started doing the whole like mommy thing or whatever. And I was like, no, I'm an auntie. And I mean, joke's on you. I'm also submissive. So not a single dominant bone in my body. And then the guy, this was before I started just ban hammering people. Now it's very different. If you give me attitude, I'll ban you. But like, he started giving me like attitude and he started telling me to like get on my knees and all this stuff. And I was like, nope, that's a little strange. And I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to continue with the stream. And he came back with like a don't talk back, submissive. You don't have any power here. And I was like, bro, this is my stream. What do you mean?
Streamer. What are you talking about?
Like, shut up. Like,
oh, careful with that. That's a new trend.
Not with that. I was gonna say, let's not with that. I mean, we'll probably be dead by the time this comes out. God, I hope. God, hey. It will be dead by the time this comes out. I'm put that in the universe.
No, I'll put it in the universe. No. I'm hucking a loogie in their fucking head. That's disgusting. I hate those people. I cannot stand them. You come into someone else's space and then you demand that they start behaving in a way that like gets your rocks off. That's fucked up.
Especially when you flip like that. Go from mommy to being like, oh, I'm gonna dom you. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's that's actually like, in my rules now. You cannot try and dom me from chat. It's an instant ban.
That's fair.
Yeah,
that's definitely a bold move. How would you try to dom someone over?
You don't.
Like, that's
you
crazy.
Don't actually do it. You just say weird words in the chat, and then you're like, man, I see that you're trying to be dominant in some way, and you are missing the mark. Goodbye.
See, that's why I love when a streamer does one of those like the ban list like streams where they go through like past messages from people who have been banned. I'm like, dang, that's so cringy. I love it.
That's such a good idea.
Your type of it's a good idea, but that would be his cup of tea.
That's funny though.
I like laughing at people for being stupid and seeing what they had to put in chat to get
right. Oh,
be quiet about that. I have several more questions.
Yes, of course.
Okay, what type of auntie are you?
I'm the wine auntie.
God damn it. I was going to be like, so what's your favorite type of wine?
Malbec with a cab sav on the side.
I am not a wine person. I don't know what.
Yeah, you
that
just said a
meant.
bunch of words. Yeah, no, I gotta step my game up. Yeah, no,
Someone
after
else is
talking
gonna
to Joe, gotta
someone else
step
is
my
gonna
game
hear
up.
this and they're gonna be like, ah, she's a Malbec girly. Okay. They'll get it.
So
They'll
is
get
that
it.
a red wine or a white wine?
It's a red wine.
Ah,
I don't think
okay.
I've ever had red wine before.
I love red wine. It's
Red
so
wine's
good.
on the bitter side, right?
Yeah, I tend to like more dry and bitter wines. I don't like sweet
No.
wines. And even if I did like sweet wines, it physically does not agree with me. Sweet wines destroy me.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely more of a sweet wine guy. Dry wines kill me.
I love dry wines.
Grapes, yeah.
You don't have a clue what any of this means, do
Nope.
you?
Perfect.
Ah.
I drink other alcohol. I left all my alcohol at my friend's house. It's okay. I'm be back to get it on the 4th.
I'm not gonna lie, I definitely don't know what dry means, but when I taste it, I definitely understand.
Yeah, when I first started, because I used to be like a wino, like I used to go to wineries every year, and I used to be gifted wine from clients on my day job, for the job that I used to work, and I became heavily involved. And when I first started getting into wine, I did not understand. I was like, how the fuck can wine be dry? It's a liquid. And I was getting irritated because I was like, this is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. It's so pretentious. And then I drank a dry wine and I was like, oh, that's how. Okay. That's fair.
Yeah, it definitely makes sense once you try like a dry wine, and then try like a regular sweet wine or something like that.
Yeah.
Suna, you gotta step up your game.
Nah, I'm gonna drink the other alcohols. I'm all right. I'm gonna just keep drinking moonshine.
Oh, Lord.
Moonshine. Why?
Oh.
Yeah, and I mean white people moonshine too.
Oh, God. So, like, literally,
go
like,
blind.
rubbing alcohol.
Pretty much,
Oh.
yeah. I'm like, listen, if I don't want to remember that day, hey,
My
I need
liver
a
just
favor. They're
ejected
like,
itself from
easy.
my body. It was like, I don't even want to be near that. Like, ugh.
Listen, it's like 3 times a year, 4 if I'm having a rough month.
Damn.
It's only like 75%. It's fine.
That should taste like ass, man.
I'm not doing it for the taste. I'm doing it to not remember.
I'm definitely
I was gonna
doing it
say,
for the
you're-
taste. I want it to taste good. I love my, like, sangria and, like, cocktails and margaritas and, like, all that stuff.
Yeah, no, all that stuff's good and fine. But if I'm having a rough month, I'm gonna go find my white friends and go, hey, help.
You know
The
what's crazy?
southern white friends.
I was gonna say you're from Ohio. I definitely don't picture Ohio being moonshine country.
Hey. Shh. We have some people who do some stuff. Shut the fuck up.
Feels like a
Unless you're
Smirnoff
shouting them out, we
vodka
don't need to be
country.
shushed.
Ohio feels like Smirnoff vodka. You know, like the stuff that you'd have in, like super cheap.
That's for the that's for the kids.
That's what I
It's
mean.
For the kids. They got rid of Fort Loco. That's what the kids drink now.
No, there's still Fort Locos
so
a thing again.
hey.
It's just not as strong.
We not gonna talk about that. I almost threw up in my mouth when you said that.
Ugh. Oh,
we had-
God.
They put it. To be fair, I've talked about this before on the podcast, Kira, so people know I already work retail. But they put Four Loko at the end of the like juice aisle, and everybody was buying it, thinking it was just like a cool new energy drink. And oh my god,
no.
the amount of people who were like, "Wait, this is alcohol," and I was like,
right,
"Why would
Americans
they
sell
put that
alcohol
with the
everywhere,
juice?"
don't they?
Wait, time out. Everyone stop. Are you not from where we're from?
No.
Did you not read the messages in chat? She's from Canada.
Yeah. I'm Canadian.
You haven't said A once.
Yeah, there is a reason
You haven't
That is
said
deliberate,
the words. That's why I'm
because
just like,
every single time I tell someone
are
I'm
we talking
Canadian, they're
about?
like, "Oh, I know doubt about it, eh?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not."
that's all right. That's doing too much. You are nice, which should have been the first tip off, but everyone's nice. Well, everyone's nice at first. And then they meet me and they're just like, "Oh, I ain't gotta be nice." And I'm like, "Who said you had to be nice? You gotta be understanding."
No, I've been nice to you the entire time.
Yeah, that's why it feels. That's why it feels.
Canadians have that like way of being nice but mean,
Yeah.
which I love it.
Yeah, just
You mean you know what?
it's like my favorite thing
No,
in the world. Actually,
you've never met like a Canadian who knows how to capitalize on the mean niceness.
It's very fun, to be really honest with you. Like, and it's funny that you say that because there is a art to it. And it does take time to grow into learning how to express it, but it is honestly my favorite thing to do in the entire world, in this community, like in the streaming world, especially to shitty chatters, is to be nice and mean at the same time.
Yeah, I'm from Michigan. We have a little bit of that. We don't have it as strong as Canadians.
All right, so I see what happened. I see where I fucked up.
Okay.
Y'all were having this conversation 30 minutes into my work shift. So I was just like, they saying words. I can't do nothing about that. So that's why I missed that. Okay.
No, it's
So
all
I'm looking
good.
at the time like,
It's all good.
I was gonna say,
Damn, I had a question.
I made a comment about talking about Canada.
No, that shit was missed because they were. We ain't gonna talk about my job and how you need to have a single digit IQ number to be a supervisor. Okay, you said you were a submissive.
Yes.
But the voice confuses people.
Yes, it's my favorite party trick about myself.
So while I'm not gonna go full degen like the people in your chat, I will be like, you do seem kind of bullyable, a little bit.
Explain.
But what do you mean explain?
Explain.
You seem bullyable. What do you want to explain?
What
How you seem
What do you mean
bullyable?
bullyable? Like, what does that mean?
You walked yourself into this one.
All I have are other VTubers and anime examples. So, am I allowed to bring up other VTubers?
I mean,
I don't see why not.
I guess it's technically my show.
I was gonna say it's on my chat.
Yeah,
What do you
I
mean?
was like, what are you doing?
Okay, you know Monarch,
Yes.
Amanda Lee. She's super fucking bullyable, but she's also a girl failure, but a girl boss at the same time. And I'm just like, how are you both? That doesn't make sense.
Well, that's easy. You can be a girl boss.
She is super bullyable.
You can be both.
Like teasing? Like, do you mean like?
Yeah, like I'm
yeah.
gonna bully you,
Oh,
but it's
yeah.
not like malicious.
Yeah. No, yeah, but
That's how you come off, and I'm just like, no. I feel like something bad's gonna happen.
No. I definitely do not mind teasing. My community affectionately calls me Snimbo for a reason.
Snimbo?
Snimbo.
You are gonna have
What?
to explain that.
Yeah, I
Snake
was in the middle of taking
bimbo.
a drink.
Ah, right, because you are a snake VTuber.
I am a snake VTuber, a Yuan-ti, if you will. Yeah.
Oh my god, my brain didn't connect those dots.
Yeah. That's why I call myself a Yuan-ti auntie.
Now I feel dumb. Oh my god.
It's okay. It's okay. You got there eventually.
And
It's
I'm
all
into
good.
D&D. I should have known that.
I know. It's, I mean, I'm not upset. I'm just disappointed, but it's all right.
That's
That's not
okay.
the first time he's heard that. That's the problem.
Yeah. Suna likes to remind me I'm a disappointment every episode.
Not every
It's refreshing
episode.
to hear
Oh my-
from somebody else.
Oh, wait.
Not every episode. Just in between the episodes where you say dumb shit. I'm like,
It's okay, Poos. I believe that
Scroll
you can
up.
do better.
Yeah.
God,
see,
at least
that's why.
someone does.
Oh, my God.
Listen, I'm stuck. You're doing better. You know, let me not say that. Let me not say. Ooh, that's
All right.
what's gonna come back.
Did
to
you
get
have
me
more
later on
questions,
today.
Suna? About
I
her
did, but they went away again, so they'll come back.
Gosh.
Perfect.
killing me.
Listen,
Yes.
Back to the ASMR stuff. So
Yes.
I'm assuming for the YouTube videos you do scripts. Do you script out your Twitch ASMR streams, or is that more a
Please say
little
no.
like free
please say no.
flowing?
It's all improv, actually, including the YouTube.
That's
Hell
the word I
yeah.
was thinking. Improv.
Yeah. So I do have, whenever I do my recordings for YouTube, I have basically POV ideas. So based off of my interactions with other people and things that, or interactions that other people have and they want to see, they're called POVs or point of views. For me, I feel better doing it improv because the conversation feels more natural. So essentially, I will have a whole conversation with the viewer, but by myself, where I'm only speaking to half of the conversation. And then internally, the responses are given from the viewer side, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, but it's all done by improv because it feels more natural that way. The conversation naturally grows. The pace in which I will say things is more akin to actually how I speak and how I would speak to another person and how I speak to you. And the only like thing that I really do that's like a little different from my YouTube stuff is if I end up needing to do multiple takes, but I really like some points that I had touched on in my previous like run, like my previous take for the improv, I get like a little notebook out and I write certain points where I talked about, like for example, I did a POV where my best friend came back from a family reunion and their grandparents made them feel like they were a failure because they weren't married and they didn't have children. That's a real conversation I had with a real friend. And I was actually really very upset and pissed off and disappointed in that and my friend's extended family for making them feel that way. There were some things that I'd said in that conversation that I did not put in the POV because that felt personal and directed. But if I'm talking to people in general, these are some things that I would say. So I wrote down some key points of saying like, there's absolutely nothing wrong with who you are. Some key points of saying, your grandmother or your grandfather, whomever, is outdated. They clearly have a very different idea of what it means to be successful, and we've moved on, but they haven't. Like those kinds of things, like stuff that can be very across the board. But the reason why I also like to do an improv is because I can insert my passion for how I'm feeling, because I mean what I say. And I want the intensity of the emotion to be portrayed properly. When it comes to this particular situation where my friend came back from that family reunion feeling lost and sad and frustrated with themselves about their point in their life because of what their grandparents said, I was mad. It still pisses me off to think that someone would talk to someone that they quote unquote love like that, saying that they're a disappointment because they're not married with children. That's disgusting behavior and I hate it. And when I was emphasizing that kind of thing in the POV, I mean it as well. Whether you're my best friend, a close friend, I've never met you before, when I'm expressing this POV, I mean what I'm saying and I have the emotion and the passion behind it. I think everyone's version of success is very different, and if one person has one version of success that they believe is true and then push that onto others, I think you're a small-minded individual and you need help. Especially if you're saying it to people that you say that you love. Like, so I express that emotion in the POV, and it's easier for me to do it through improv. My Twitch also is not scripted at all. I very much go across, I go off of engagement. So I'm always humming something or tapping the mic or making little sounds, but I just like to talk to my community. It's one of my favorite parts of my content creation is just talking to them and giving them some affection and attention, and they give me affection back. So it's very nice.
That was so much better of an answer than I would have ever expected. I gotta start taking notes on how to be professional, like some of our guests, like you have been.
No. You said you wanted to be the dumb one, and you've been overachieving. So you're good. Just dial it back a little bit. That's all.
Oh my god,
that was just such a like well worded, like good answer, and I was like, dang, she just sounds so good and cool right now in this moment. I love it.
Well, don't get used to it. I'm never cool.
Well, I disagree a little bit.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. You guys are nice.
Sometimes,
yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
Sometimes.
Like, wait for me to have more than 4 hours of sleep, and then I'm not a functioning human being.
All right, you remembering anything now? Soon, or are you still off in La La Land, still half asleep?
I'm always half asleep. Um, I'm gonna get back to all those words you said once they like fully process in my brain. I have
Sure.
another question about where you live.
Sure.
How good is poutine?
It's okay. So here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like potatoes
Fair.
in any facet.
What?
Like I don't like mashed potatoes. I don't like chips, like actual like bag chips. I don't
Potato
like
chips.
potato chips. I don't like fries. So that being
Dang,
said,
you just lost all of your friend.
no,
your
no, no,
Irish
no, no.
audience.
You think. Here, but here's the thing. No, I'm gonna flip it. I'm gonna turn it. I'm gonna turn it so fast. You're gonna be like, "Whoa, you're so right." Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to dinner,
Yep.
and the side they only serve as fries.
Okay.
Guess who just got a double order of fries for no extra cost?
You.
No, the person I
Another
go to
date.
dinner with. Yeah. Because I'm not going to eat the
But what
fries.
if
So I'm going to give them my
what-
fries.
what if I don't want the fries either?
Well, then you can box them up and take them home.
All right, to the dog they go.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not a big fan of fries, so I always end up giving my fries to other people, and so that makes me a fan favorite.
I'll
But
take it.
that being said, when you're drinking
There
and
it is.
you've been dancing all night and it's
Mhm.
3 a.m. at Pizza Corner, poutine, as you say poutine, I say poutine. Poutine hits hard. I will actually eat a poutine at 3 a.m. after dancing and drinking all night.
That's fair. I respect that answer.
Mm-hmm.
You lost the Irish in me, and then you won it back.
You're welcome.
Don't know if I'm more aroused or scared.
What's wrong with both? It's called scaroused.
Because it's still morning time where I am, so I very much
Wake the
should be
fuck
laid
up. It's
out in
morning
my
time where I
bed.
am, homie.
No.
Wake the fuck up. It's time.
No. After this, I'm gonna go back to sleep. I don't have to be at work until 5.
After this, I'm going to go to my other work.
See, I'm passing the fuck out. I should be staying up to watch GDQ to support my friend, but fuck all that. I'm tired. So you don't like any type of potato unless you're exhausted and mildly drunk.
Yes. And specifically in the form of poutine. Like I won't just order a thing of fries or get a bag of chips. It's not my thing.
Man, what do you get when you go
Okay.
bowling then? Because
I
fries is
just
like
don't
the
go
go-to.
bowling.
Are you married? You want to get you looking to like settle down with someone? Listen, everyone loves bowling over here. Like, bro, I don't like bowling. I feel weird for not liking bowling.
I'm not the biggest fan of bowling. No. I just how do I explain? Okay, so how do I explain? I have a well-endowed chest, and when you
Oh, somebody here has noticed.
Oh yeah, it's the first thing I noticed. Oh yeah, so we talk about that. That's right. I forgot.
You
about
talked
that.
about my boobies?
Yeah, I did.
He said you guys
Impressive.
talked about this.
No. Oh, well, we did talk about it. Where's it at? Hold on. All right, I gotta go through DMs. Oh god, this was a while ago.
No, because of my well-endowed chest, whenever you like go to like throw the bowling ball, I always end up having to like resituate my bra after like the bend to like throw the ball, and it's really annoying, and I literally have to do it every single time. So I'm like, man, I hate bowling.
See, like you have a real reason though.
Yeah, you're just probably
I just
bad at it.
suck at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Puce was like, "Ayo, our friend." Do I say our friend's name?
Yeah, you can say Juvie's name.
Yeah, Juvie was like, Juvie said to Puce, "I have a friend that does the ASMR." I was like, my life's falling apart. Hold on. I resituated my life and was like, all right, who the fuck's the person? Just like, okay, you sent me this plain text. God damn it. Now I have to go Google search. Okay, here's Twitter. I'm like, all right. Twitter. Yep. Scroll. God damn, her titties are huge.
Yeah, no, it's
There was no mention of any type of ASMR or anything. Just damn, why are her titties so big? And I'm like, you know what?
because my titties
That's
are
enough
so
for the
big.
day. I was like, yeah, it's the picture of you in the corset, and I'm just like,
Oh,
you know what?
wait a
Nope.
second.
Going to
Was
bed.
that the comment that
fuck
you
to
were
bed.
talking about when we were talking before?
Yep. Sure was. It was. Man, she does good work. Oh, her Twitch audience is cool. No, why are her titties so big?
Nice. Yes. Yeah, so playing bowling with those things is really annoying.
Understandable.
I feel like I should make a bowling ball joke, but I will avoid that.
That's low-hanging fruit, man.
That's kind of our target. Low-hanging fruit.
Yeah, it is.
I'm glad that topic came up, though, because I wanted to call him out on that one.
Oh no, I mean she knew what it was. She just didn't know to what degree. And I'm like, well, I stand by what I said fucking a few minutes ago because I don't know what this is gonna be like in post. I moved to Canada. Fuck Ohio.
Ohio doesn't exist anyways, so you'll be moving
you
somewhere
talking
that
about?
actually exists.
We have LeBron James
LeBron
And
James.
Skibbity Toilet.
LeBron James.
Oh wait, is Skibbity Toilet from Ohio?
I don't know. I always hear that joke, though.
Oh.
For some reason, every time I hear about Ohio, somebody's also saying Skibbity Toilet, so I assume the two are connected.
Listen, we had the Pokemon International Tournament in fucking Columbus. And they took that away from us, and I'm just like, man, Ohio sucks. That's all I got. LeBron James and Pokemon, and they both left us, so you know.
You have the
Cedar Point?
Paul brothers.
No, they left.
Oh, true.
We got Cedar Point, and Trash Taste came to visit us, and
Yeah, but you were universally voted as the worst state.
yeah, cause fuck Ohio.
Sorry, Kira. We always seem to have this conversation at least once every few episodes.
All good.
We have to. We hate where we live.
You
You
I
hate
just
where
make
you
fun of
live
it.
too, bitch.
Michigan's not bad.
You literally said you literally hate where you live because you live by all the racist people.
No, I work with them.
You said you live by them too.
Did I?
That's why you
Probably.
literally, you're verbatim. You could come over and visit, but you probably shouldn't. And I was like, why? I live by all the racist people. And I'm like, well, that's a real good point to not show up.
Fair. All right.
Just
let's
meet me
get
in
ba-
Wisconsin.
Let's get back slightly on topic. Sorry, Kira.
You're fine. No worries.
Listen, the topic
She's
was
over here like,
supposed to be-
Canada is nice. I don't have to complain about it.
Oh, wow. Hold on.
Oh, homie.
There's
Homie,
lots.
You don't know.
There's lots, but I mean, everywhere's got its pros and cons. I like where I live.
Yeah.
I like the visuals of where I live. It's very comfy.
All right,
you're-
so back. Go ahead.
No, you're good. My comment was
All right.
not going to be related to anything.
All right, so back on topic. What sussy ASMR things have you said? Because you can't just say you said things. Like, I need examples because that's the type of podcast this is. Like, you can't just say it.
Well, what sassy
Mhm.
ASMR things have I said? It's kind of hard to like pinpoint exactly what I said because it's all in the moment, right? Like it's just talking to my community and I'm already riled up and then someone will say something and then I'll comment back knowing that it affects them and then it's a landslide after that. Because one of my favorite things in the world is knowing that I do have that kind of effect on people, and because I'm also a brat, I will lay into it and cause people to fluster.
See, now that's
little
where it
bit.
starts to make sense. Because I was like, well, she doesn't have the Dommy mommy voice.
No, I'm a
So
brat.
she must be the brat voice.
I'm
Yeah,
a
there
brat.
it is.
Yeah. It's very fun. It's very fun to be a brat, but it can also be it can also not work in my favor if I'm bratting to a dom.
No, that's the best
Yeah.
part, though.
Yeah.
You brat too hard, and then you find out the results.
Ugh.
Yeah, you fuck around and find out.
Fucking around and find out is one
Sometimes
of
you
my
don't want.
favorite things
Sometimes
in
you
the
don't want the
world.
results.
No, sometimes. No, every time I want the result. Hello. If I'm bratting to a dom, it's for a specific reason, and it's certainly not because I hate bratting to that dom, and it's certainly not because I don't want to find out.
That's what they all say.
The only
That way
time
the Doms can't find out the pure secret behind it
right,
all.
yeah, right. We can't tell the Doms the secret. It's certainly not because I'm goading them. I would never. If someone is trying to get me to brat to them, or they're trying to get me to force a specific kind of reaction out of them, it doesn't work. So someone will say something like, I don't know, Dommy or something, and I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever you say, dude, like, you're so powerful, cool. And I say all the time that I'm a brat and a submissive, and I'll get comments like, well, you don't sound like a brat to me, you don't sound like a submissive to me. And the usual answer is typically like, yeah, because I'm not your brat or your submissive. Like, I'm a specific kind of brat, and if I'm bratting to someone, it's because I'm actually comfortable and feel safe enough to do so, that if I end up fucking around and finding out, it's because I want to find out. So if you are sitting here wondering, oh, is she really a brat? It's because I don't give a fuck about what you want to deliver. So please.
There's the other half of the brat energy.
Yeah.
I don't have to brat for you because you're a bitch.
Because you're pathetic.
I mean, yeah, but like everyone knows it, so it's fine.
The arbitrary you, not you specifically.
I don't know, man.
No, I'm
The last
talking to
few
that
days have
one
been
specific
kinda-
you that takes his stuff personally. Whoever you are.
Oh, yeah, no, if you are listening and you've just got a little triggered, you need to look internal and figure out exactly if you are a dom.
Solid.
But I say all kinds of sussy things, but it's really hard to like think of an example because like it's in the moment, you know, like someone will say something and then I'll just brat out, you know, because like one of my favorite things that I mentioned it earlier, like this feels like my party trick. Someone will come in and they'll hear me talking and they're like, oh my God, like listen to her voice. Oh my God. I'm like, yeah, you really like that? Well, you know, I'm a submissive. Like,
That is the best.
See, I don't know if that's the good part or a bad part.
it's my favorite
That's the best
thing.
part for her.
It's my favorite thing
Well,
in
no,
the
because
world.
now I'm like,
Oh,
well,
do you want to hear my mommy? I'll give you an example of my mommy ASMR. Are you ready?
sure.
Go for it.
This is my mommy ASMR. Clean your room.
Oh,
Do
you're
your
one
laundry.
of those. Oh.
I've been asking you to mow the lawn for weeks. Why are the dishes still dirty?
You know
Alright,
what? That probably
last one
works for
triggered
like
me.
several
I'm
people.
so upset now because I have to actually go downstairs and finish doing the dishes because I was like, you two have been literally the most depressed people in the world. I guess I'll help you.
It's like there was a stream I was doing, and it's one of my favorite moments maybe ever. And there's a bunch of new people in the chat, and they're all listening to my voice, and they're all freaking out. And quite a few people were like, "Do you do any like mommy energy ASMR?" And I was like, you know what? Just this once, I'll do it just for you guys. I'll do mommy ASMR. And the people who were very regular on my stream, they were actively typing in the chat, oh God, what's she gonna do? Oh God. Because they know better. They know that I have no intention of being dommy at all. So they're like, what's she gonna do? And then the new people were like, oh, fuck yeah, right, let's go. I'm so excited. And I was like, are you ready? And then I started saying shit like that, but in like a very like sultry, deep voice. And like, I did it for like 10 minutes and the chat was just like crying. They were freaking out. They were like, bro, what the fuck? Everyone who had been there for a while was like, yeah, this is pretty much
Just
what
what
we
you wanted.
expected.
You know,
Yeah.
you should. That's when
Yeah.
you keep an eye out for who stopped typing in chat. Cause
Oh, I did.
and still stuck around because they probably liked that a little too much.
There was some people, usually when people stop typing in chat, it's because they dipped. They're like, what the fuck? And they bounced because they actually wanted something.
No, I bet there was at least one person whose hands left their keyboard.
Let's be honest, for my ASMR streams, there's probably more than one. And that's not an arrogant thing. I know how this community works and I know how people are. And I know some of the silly, sussy things that I say.
Well, I meant for the mommy clean your room stuff.
Oh, I mean in general.
Somebody out there was wanting that.
Somebody out there, yeah. Somebody out there said, thanks, stepmom. And I was like, huh.
Oh, it's such a good response.
But.
Ooh, maybe I'm going to hit my friend with that next time. Actually, let me write that down.
Yeah. So I just, yeah. I've had people come to my channel, like, to my stream, like, hey, I paused whacking off just so I could be here. And I'm like, cool.
Yo, that is wild.
Thanks so much.
It's the fact that they have enough, what's the word? There's a word I'm looking for. They can just say that. I want to be able just to say that, but I've got too much self-respect.
Also, don't say that.
If you actually know me.
Because it's not just about self-respect. Okay. It's about respecting the individual as well. Because, damn, that shit pissed me right off. I was like, bro, that's weird. Here's my thing. And this is my disclaimer. If someone is listening to my voice and I'm getting your rocks off, I am very happy for you. Do not tell me. It is not my business. I do not want to know.
Good for you, bro. Keep it to yourself.
Yeah, that's a you thing. That's you time. And if I am adjacent to your you time and I'm helping you out without realizing it, thank you. I'm flattered. Don't fucking tell me. I don't want to know. That's my disclaimer.
If I can't see it, I don't care.
Listen, if I'm not involved in the process, it's not my business.
Chat. I can see chat immediately going, okay, well, how do we get you involved? And I'm like, chat, calm down.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. That's the other disclaimer. I don't want to be involved in the process. I am a one-on-one girly. You know what I mean? Like, I'm good. Like, I'm... No.
You mean you don't want hundreds of thousands of people all at the same time?
I'm good. Yeah. I have a lot of stamina, just not that much.
Nope, not gonna do it. It seems too easy.
Go for the low-hanging fruit.
No.
That's your brand, isn't it? Low-hanging fruit?
Yeah, well, it's Puce's brand. I'd like to be like a...
He's Mr. Producer, man. He's got to have a brain.
No, I do want to be slightly professional, but at the same time, I'm just like, how much is a passport? How do I acquire a passport? How big is Canada?
Large. It's huge.
Yeah, I know.
And most of them live south of Michigan.
It's like the second biggest country in the world.
We don't have a fact checker to fact check that.
I'm pretty sure that's
because we're an audio podcast, and I'm gonna just take your word for it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Russia's the biggest country in the world, and then Canada's the next biggest country in the world. We don't have a lot of population.
Have a lot of uninhabitable land.
That's why they're the biggest.
It's not that we have a lot of uninhabitable land. We just haven't inhabited it. Because we have a fuck ton of landmass that could be turned into houses and apartments and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. We just don't. We just haven't. And honestly, there's a part of me that really likes that because I like that there's over 300 billion trees in Canada. Because we have some of the cleanest air in the world, and it feels so nice to be where I'm from for that reason.
You're the reason we're not dead.
But also, we have a housing crisis, and there's not enough homes for the people who live here. So, you know.
One more won't hurt. I swear, one more won't hurt. Listen, there's going to be a day where I'd be like, listen, I know it's coming, and it's coming soon because I'm losing my patience real fast.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be a day we're going to have a guest, not just like, you know what, fuck it. Restraints are off. Who cares? I fear this day.
You can swim across Lake Erie. You'll make it.
I mean, I'll just buy a boat.
That's a good idea.
See, this is why you're the not... Why would that not be your first intention? I feel like your first intention would be... We don't... You go for the humor. I'm here to be like, no, how do I do this for real, though? But like actually... So that's the thing. People are just like, oh, he's just joking. I'm like, no, I will literally do it. Anything to get the fuck away from my job.
See, you know what's funny for me about this episode? I made a joke about talking about Canada a bunch, and then you actually did it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't believe you because sometimes the things you say are just wrong. So I'm like,
Just wrong.
he's probably just wrong. So let me double check. And I'm like, oh shit, they brought that up. Why didn't I notice that? Oh, I was at work. Oh.
Yeah, because we found out Kira's an hour ahead of us, and I was like,
Yeah,
that exists in North America?
it does.
You know, I was
Only
too
half the year,
busy
though.
trying to not
Did you say only half the year?
Yeah. Because,
daylight savings.
yeah, daylight
We-
savings.
We also have daylight savings, so I remain
Well, then
an
the
hour ahead
website
of
I
you.
was on lied to me.
definitely.
Because it was like, oh, well, only during the summer is some states an hour behind this part of Canada. And I was like, oh, that's weird.
Yeah,
So
we
the fact that you guys also observe it means that we don't ever line up.
never.
Dumb websites.
Yeah. Because, like, I was like, what do you mean? Like,
Time zones are stupid.
we have fall back and spring ahead as well.
I think there's a few states that don't, so maybe those states line up. with
Maybe
you.
those states do, but when we observe daylight savings, so I will always be an hour ahead of you guys.
All right. Darn. I don't know what darn would be for, but I say it.
What's your favorite ASMR thing you've done?
My favorite ASMR thing that I've done.
We really should have had questions prepared, but my life was falling apart, so you know. God, I wish
Tune
that
into
was an
Kira
actual
for
joke.
some ASMR to make you feel better.
Actually, hey, shut the fuck up. Don't reveal my plans to the world.
I really like my POVs, actually. I feel like I get to let loose a little bit and just kind of say what I want to say. And I mean, there are ones that I have written down that are coming that are a little bit more sassy because I'm trying to be...
Yeah, they are.
Hell yeah, I'm excited. I'm trying to kind of let loose a little bit now that I have more... I don't want to say confidence because I'm a confident person, but I don't know. I have more...
What's that like? No. Pause. What's that like? Explain what it's like having confidence.
It's beautiful, really. It's very nice. It helps me state my boundaries quite clearly without any room for confusion or crossing it. And I love shutting people down when they try to cross it.
Heck yeah.
That doesn't answer my question. How do you get confidence?
That's not what you asked. You said, "What's it like having confidence?" Not how do you get it.
Well, I have a new question. How do you get confidence?
Honestly, like legitimately, I just started talking like I was like king shit. I literally just started doing that, and then eventually I started to believe it.
Ah, shit, I'm fucked. Well,
Like
They say, if you dress for the job you want, you get it. You just act like you know what you're doing, and you get it.
exactly. Like I literally just started bullshitting my way through having confidence. There were times where I would feel like ass about myself, and that still happens quite often, where I feel like absolute dog water, like just bottom of the barrel, fucking just the sediment at the bottom of a fucking beer. I don't feel great. But
the best part.
in those moments where I'll be doing something or like especially with streaming and stuff, if I step away for a second, for example, if I step away for a second and I come back, I'm like, welcome. I'm like, hey guys, I'm back. They're like, all right, welcome back. I'm like, yes, I know you missed me. I'm here. Relax. It's okay. I'm amazing. I get it. You know, like just play it up a little bit. And that does a couple things. It gets a pretty good laugh out of people because to have such an extreme reaction after stepping away for like 5 minutes to get some water, it gets a good laugh, and I like making people laugh. It makes me feel good. And B, it makes me feel more confident because I'm talking into existence even if I don't believe it. I did just make some people laugh, which is in turn actually giving me confidence. So it's kind of doing double duty, just kind of play it up a little bit. And now I've gone from saying stuff like that to saying stuff like, well, I'm an absolute treasure and a delight, so of course you want to spend time with me. Like when people ask me to like do collabs and stuff, I'm like, yeah, absolutely. they're like, yeah, I'm really looking forward to hanging out. And I say, of course you are, because I'm amazing. Like, I'm awesome. I'm amazing. I'm funny. I'm a joy to be around. Of course you want to hang out. Like that kind of stuff. And it has made me feel more confident.
So something's just wrong with me. That's what I learned. All
Yeah,
right, got
honestly. But we already figured that
into
out.
existence.
Yeah, you got to talk it into existence.
Well, I told a certain somebody, start saving money so you can meet me in, what the fuck is Cheese State, Wisconsin, so we can hang out and we can, hang out, go to an anime convention. You might get to go for free. You just have to figure out a hotel situation because I can't help you with that. And someone was just like, nah.
Yeah, I'll make it there.
It's Wisconsin. They have all the cheese and the beer and what the fuck else did I eat? I ate a elk bison sausage, I think.
Maybe.
I don't remember. I was very drunk.
That makes me want to ask. Have you ever tried moose, Kira?
Yeah.
How did it taste?
How does it taste like?
Tastes like moose.
Was it like venison or no?
It's a little tougher than venison.
Okay. That's on my bucket list. I want to try moose one day.
It's not bad. If you get someone who cooks it right,
See,
it's not bad.
See, no, this is why Puce is the normal person. Moose, understandable. Then there's like me. I want to go to Australia to have a kangaroo. Be like, how do y'all do this? What compelled y'all to try this?
There's too many of them.
Yeah, so I want to try them. Want to help thin out the population.
No, I was answering a question. That's what compelled them. There's too many of them. So they started hunting them for food.
I believe
Mm.
They gotta taste good though, right? Like if they continue to eat them, they have to taste good.
That doesn't necessarily need to be true. I know a ton of people who eat things that don't actually taste good.
Like
Crickets.
they're just crunchy.
Crickets aren't half bad.
That's enough out of you. Anyway. So yes, I do want to do more sussy ASMRs now that I have more of a backbone about shutting people down whenever they get too disrespectful.
Good, I'm proud of you.
Thank you. And there's more things coming that I want to build onto my channel in terms of ASMR as well.
Heck yeah. At least from your interactions with us today, I can't wait to see what you come out with.
Thank you. I want to open a Patreon and I want to do me ASMRs. Like
I was gonna say, what does that mean? Because I don't know.
the person behind the VTuber. But
Less character, more you.
no character. Me.
No.
I have a suggestion.
It'll be live.
Okay, I don't know about live, but I have a suggestion.
Oh, not live stream. Like live as in me live. What's your suggestion?
Oh. Boob clapping ASMR.
No.
Okay, well, I thought I'd try.
That shit hurts, man.
Have someone massage them after.
I'm sure he would volunteer.
I was gonna say, who's gonna get on the
Ooh,
plane?
if I knew her better, maybe. You know I will. But I don't know you all like that, so I can just make the suggestion. They can't follow through yet. We aren't
Why
that
would
close.
you make that? I feel like the suggestion should come after the knowing better.
I think it's
Nah.
funny that you like. It's like I don't know you very well, but you know what? Sorry, I started choking.
Sorry.
Shut up. I don't know you very well, but have you thought of boob clapping ASMR? It's like
Yeah. It's a professional idea.
I usually just hit my
Sort
thighs.
of.
That
That's
is
also
also
good.
something people like.
That's
So
good.
Yes, that's true.
the whole clapping without hands trick.
Like you guys thought I clapped my hands at the beginning of this conversation.
Oh. I don't know if she's being facetious or not. Facetious or not, that's the word.
So, Kira,
Yeah.
don't know if you've listened to any of our episodes, but we do this thing here called Last Call, much like a bar. It's for the final stuff. In a bar, it's drinks. Here, it is last thoughts, last questions. Anything that may have popped up that you couldn't have said sooner, or just need to spill your guts about something. That'd be a weird one. We haven't had that yet. But
It's coming. Ooh, trust me, it's coming.
we'll start with Suna.
Ah, fuck, why would you put me on the spot like that?
Because I thought it felt like it.
How much is a ticket to Canada? Yep.
Expensive. Flying to
Damn,
Canada is very
I tried.
expensive. I know. But worth
Well,
it.
I tried. Oh yeah, because you're there.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you could drive. Well, I don't know how far it is from you, but you could drive up to Detroit and go through the tunnel.
Oh, I guess I could just drive to Detroit and then go through the tunnel.
Yeah, we're connected to Canada.
It'll take you a little longer to get to me because I'm not anywhere near Detroit, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
See? But there is treasure at the end of that adventure.
Yeah, maple syrup.
Heck yeah. I was talking about you, but maple syrup's also good. All right. I don't have any final thoughts. I mostly just wanted to bring up the comment that Suna talked about your boobs, so I'm happy.
Perfect.
Kira, do you have any final thoughts, questions, comments?
Not specifically. I did this entire hangout in a towel.
Well, now you're just teasing Suna.
Yes, I know.
So, Kira, would you like to tell the audience where they can find you? Plug all your
Of
places
course.
and things.
So, some of the places you can find me for sure, you'll definitely be able to find me on Twitch. I stream ASMR every Saturday, but I also do other content during the week. Typically on Tuesdays and Fridays. I didn't end up doing it I didn't stream anything last night because I was drinking with homies on another channel. But you can typically find me on Tuesdays and Fridays, and then ASMR on Saturdays. I also post to YouTube, and I'm opening a second YouTube channel for my regular content. Anything that makes you giggle and laugh and smile. All of my ASMR stuff is currently on the active YouTube channel, which actually just hit over 1K. So I'm very excited about it. It's amazing what happens when you've got consistency and you actually post. That things happen. I guess otherwise, I post to Twitter, and I am starting to reactivate and bring my TikTok back to life. But
You mean X?
Oh, no, I don't.
I joke.
I find it hilarious that a grown-ass man decided that renaming Twitter to sound like a porn
ever into
a porn
X.
account. Yeah, sounds like a really good idea. Meanwhile, they shadow ban every single, or search suggestion and shadow ban every single person who posts sussy shit. But hey, you named it X.
And have 1 million sex bots in everybody's comments.
Right. Oh my god. Check bio. Oh my god. I'm gonna like fucking yell one more time. Like if I see that one more time, I'm gonna yell.
So you did not say the names, but I assume everywhere you are KalamityKira.
Oh, right.
Calamity with a K.
Yes, KalamityKira is my name. The only place that I have a different name is, unfortunately, Twitter, or I'm actually KalamityKira because somebody has been holding that name hostage and hasn't been active since like 2014. Ugh.
That's wild when people like somehow still hold on to that. I feel like there should be like a 5 or 10 year like cutoff where it just kind of like goes back out into the ether.
Right. Just.
Oh, you're being generous with that 5. Listen, if you don't post anything in 2 years, gone.
I'm honestly good with 5, but I really want that name. I want it, please. I'm literally KalamityKira everywhere else, but yes, you can find me KalamityKira on TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, KalamityKira VTuber on Twitter. Or X.
No, it's still Twitter.
No,
I just had to make that comment.
Thank you, Fuse. No, not being dumb. You standing on business. Proud of you.
But if you all liked listening to us more than Kira, which is unreasonable and crazy, but you can find us obviously wherever the heck you are listening to us on Spotify, YouTube Music, Pandora. All those Apple, all those podcast sites. We are also on Reddit now at Lusty Lounge. We are on Facebook at Lusty Lounge, Twitter at Lusty Lounge. Just about everywhere is Lusty Lounge. If you are feeling like throwing a few bucks our way every month, you can donate to our Patreon, or if you would like to buy us a drink, you can go over to Coffee. Am I forgetting anything else, Yuna? I think that's it.
I don't know, don't care. I just gotta go. I gotta use the bathroom real bad. Wrap it up.
But that is all. Have a great day, everybody. Do not let the door slam on your way out. As we always say, it is heavy, and we do not want to break it. All right, folks, say goodbye.
Au revoir.
Bye.
Bye.